Hey Aries, this is Zahara Stars with Astrology giving you your March 2018 astro weather forecast. And wow, it's going to be a little bit of a crazy month, okay? But it's going to be awesome too. You guys are really good about going with the flow, taking initiative, taking charge. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Take action. And this month, you're going to really specifically enjoy. Now, there's retrogrades going to go into effect. This is why part of the craziness and wackiness is kicking in, because Jupiter is going to turn retrograde shortly on the 6th. And then Mercury is going to turn retrograde at the end of the month on the 22nd. However, there's even more than that going on. Yeah, it's a blue moon month, which means 2 full moons in the same month again. And there's also a new moon that's going to occur in the sign of Pisces on the 17th of this month. So there's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of change, transformation, movement, illuminations, things that are going to come to you, things that were vague are going to clarify. You're going to be able to make decisions based on this new information that comes to you. It's not the best time to make the decision on the full moon because our emotions are just amplified and we can be irrational. But these illuminations that come to you, you can make a decision about later on. There's a lot going on for you guys because Mercury and Venus are moving into your sign officially on the 6th. So on the 6th of this month, Mercury and Venus are both going to move into Aries. And this is awesome because this is going to make you sexy. It's going to make you the star of the show. So in terms of money, attraction, finding a love partner or interest, this is going to be your month, starting on the 6th, all the way through the first week of April, actually. Having Venus in your own sign is an attraction magnet. You are glamorous. You want to look glamorous. You want to take care of yourself. You want to look good. It's a really good time to go get a makeover or to go change something about yourself, go shopping, buy something new, get your nails done, whatever it is to improve the way that you look, because Venus is glamorous, okay? Venus is all about looking good, glamour, pretty, attraction, handsome, all those things. And Mercury is all about communication and movement, activity, getting information from one place to another. Now, Mercury is moving retrograde too, okay? So Mercury is going to move retrograde in your first house of you, in your sign. So this is going to be reviewing the changes that you make, okay? Because this is all about you. This is about your physical body, your personality, how you communicate, the things that you do on a daily basis, all that stuff. Venus here is going to make you want to make improvements on your physical body. It's going to help you attract a partner if you're single and looking. It's going to help you romantically if you're involved in a relationship with your partner. Your partner is going to take more notice of you, be more romantic with you. You're going to have, you can enjoy physical pleasures such as massage and sensuality and all that stuff with Venus in your own sign. You just crave it. You attract it. It's all around you. It's awesome for love and for bettering yourself, improving yourself, attracting, feeling good about yourself, being more diplomatic, and all that stuff plays into the attraction. But when Mercury turns retrograde in your sign, it's about reviewing all that stuff. So you will be thinking heavily about who you are, what you want to do, how you present yourself, maybe change your image, maybe not change your image, maybe stick with what you have. It doesn't mean you're going to make the changes. It means you're going to review them and see what areas you can make changes in. Information's going to come to you. Information's going to come back to you. You might revisit an old town. You might revisit an old area. You might revisit an old job. You might revisit an old partner, ex-partner, an old friend. Revisiting is all about this. Revisiting to make changes, to repair relationships, to redo things. Typically when Mercury turns retrograde, yes, technology can be affected. This is often because we're all reviewing what we do, how we have our presence out there, all our technology, our cars, ways of getting around, transportation, siblings, all the third house type of stuff is what Mercury rules. So Mercury retrograde in itself, by itself, is going to bring back situations. Now, this can be clients that come back from the past. It can be relationships that were in the past that wanted to come back and review. If you're looking for an ex to come back, I just got to say, Mercury retrograde is one of the most common time periods. Does it guarantee it? No, it doesn't. But it is a time when everybody is reviewing and thinking about stuff. And maybe that's you. And it tends to bring back situations so we can repair them. It's like a rewind in time, okay? Like, did we do this right? Can we do it better? And that's what retrogrades are all about. So if you have a website, you might be redoing it. If you're in sales for yourself, clients from the past can come back that you marketed to. It's also a time where we reap the rewards on the seeds we planted. So any action that was being put out there can come back to us. And this is both positive and negative. So you want to put good action out there. If you have your own business and you're starting your business, and you started your business, new clients that you've marketed to can come back and suddenly be ready. It's not a great time to start new things. And the reason why is because we're rewinding. We're going backwards. So starting something new isn't really the best idea. However, it is a time to plan to start something new. So that way when Mercury turns retrograde, you can start it. When Mercury turns direct, you can start that project. So the new moon that's happening in Pisces is actually activating your 12th house of the subconscious mind. Okay, now you do have the sun still transiting the 12th house. You are coming out of a slow kind of inertia, feeling maybe even sluggish, maybe confusion, all that stuff with planets going through the 12th house of your subconscious mind, spiritual activities, secluded activities, private activities, all that stuff. The sun is still there, so you may feel a little bit like you're not being noticed, or that you just like to maybe even spend more time by yourself, just quiet time by yourself, or you've been spending time by yourself with all these planets transiting the 12th house. Some of you could start a secret affair, a private affair, romantic private affair, all that stuff could have happened. But while the sun is transiting there, you're illuminating all the subconscious mind stuff. A lot of stuff can come to realizations of how you self-sabotage yourself, how you've been stopping yourself, how you're holding yourself back, whatever, any of these types of things. Also spiritual endeavors, meditation, all those stuff are very helpful while the sun is transiting the 12th house. This is all about hidden stuff, but you're having Venus and Mercury in your sign, so this is going to change things up, and it's going to start attracting. You're going to be communicative, you're going to be social, you're going to have activities happening, and a lot of things coming back, especially from the past, to review and redo. So there's going to be a lot of redoing when Mercury turns retrograde, a lot of things coming back to you. So the full moon that occurred on the 1st of the month, we're having 2 this month, it occurred in Virgo, and that occupies your 6th house. And so areas surrounding daily routine, organization, neatness, all that stuff, along with your work environment, also health and fitness. You might come up with a new idea on some way to improve these areas. It's illumination. The full moon brings in energy and realizations. So you may not have made a decision exactly on the 1st, but there's something you're thinking about, something that you might have realized, or some new way of doing things. And then on the 31st of the month, there's going to be another full moon that's going to be in Libra, and that's going to be in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and marriage. So an illumination is going to come here also. Something's going to be uncovered. Something's going to be figured out. If you had some vague circumstances surrounding your relationships or partnerships, you might come to a conclusion, a realization, to change something, to do something different, to start adding something. Maybe you want to start doing new things with your partner, starting a new, if you're in a relationship. If you're single and looking, you're going to realize what it is that you really want in a partner, in a relationship. All of that stuff happens with full moons. It's a lot of energy, and there's 2 this month, so there's a lot of energy going into these areas to where you're going to be able to realize some things and make some changes. The new moon that's taking place in Pisces is going to be in your 12th house of the subconscious mind. Again, this is about releasing hidden fears, psychological wounds, things you're carrying on in the subconscious mind that might be affecting you in your life in some way, because that's what happens. Our subconscious mind, our belief systems that have formed us, they tend to sabotage us in some way. This is the house of hidden things, self-sabotage, psychological wounds, healing, spiritual endeavors, all that stuff. So having a new moon occur here, and especially in the sign of Pisces, which is all about release, letting go, not having boundaries, not having restrictions, all these things, can help you heal old wounds. And this is awesome for moving forward into the next, the new sun cycle, when the sun moves into your sign and you feel confident and you feel ready to go take on the world. Not that Aries don't already, you guys are that way, but there's always some kind of release that needs to happen, and that's what these are about. So this new moon is going to help you with that, and you're going to feel new and invigorated. It's like night and day when the sun transits from the 12th house to the first house, because it's all about letting go. And letting go of those things that are not working for us any longer. There are 2 days that I don't suggest you have any communication with your partner if you're involved, or if you're trying to date somebody new. Mind your P's and Q's on these 2 days. Just be aware. It doesn't mean you can't address serious situations that are wrong in your life. If you are in a relationship where you're not getting what you want, you're likely to say it on this day. Just realize you're going to be lacking some tact, and you might be seeing things gloomier than they are, especially on the 13th, when Venus in your sign is going to square Saturn in Capricorn. And Saturn shows us the weakest links. He gives us a gloomy pair of glasses to wear, and we tend to see the faults like super enhanced. So just be careful if you're in a relationship. You may not feel the same after this day. But if there are some issues to bring up, then hey, you know what? That's what this transit is for. It's to help us see what the weakest links are. So that way, you know, Saturn can make us become more particular, more picky. But usually when he's squaring Venus, we're not very diplomatic, okay? And you being an Aries, being just saying it like it is, this day it could be brutal, okay? Just could be. The other day is also on the 23rd. On the 23rd of this month, just be cautious as well, because Venus in your sign will square Pluto. And Pluto is all about now or never, all or nothing. I want it my way or the highway. And we can feel very inflamed in love. We really want to start some drama, or we can pull away or just act out on this day. Our partners can do that to us too. So if that occurs, just don't mind it. It's a couple of day transit. It's going to pass and everything's back to normal again. But if there are some serious issues, they will be addressed. Or it is a day that you probably will feel like you have to address them, or your partner might do this with you. It all depends. It's an inflamed love day where it's like, if you're not getting what you want, you're going to want it. It's a good day to promote change, because if we don't express what it is we don't want, then, you know, we're not really allowing change to occur. So there are positive days in their own way, but I just want to, you know, give you a heads up in terms of just watching for the energy. You know, but as of the 6th of this month, you are the star. You're attracting, you're getting things your way. You're going to have fun. You're going to be invited to stuff. Finding love is going to be awesome for you. You're going to have a lot of fun with that. And you're going to be a lot of reviewing, revisiting, making changes. But, you know, hey, having Venus in your sign is awesome. So this month is going to be fantastic for you guys. If you found this helpful and you liked it and you found me on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to get all of my latest uploads. I'm going to be adding a lot. If you found me on YouTube, you can visit my site at www.illumastrology.blogspot.com to read about all the aspects and placements and learn about your relationships or whatnot. Otherwise, check out my general forecast too for March 2018, because I do go through a lot of the aspects there that might give you more insight into what's going on with you. And if you want to check out your partner's horoscope for the month as well, or whatever, you can go through my channel and review all those. Otherwise, I am wishing you guys a fabulous 2018, and even more specifically March 2018. And do check back for April 2018. Thanks so much for listening.